Dairy Milk on Route 24 in Lewis. To place your deli or carry-out orders, call 302-945-0700.
Radio check 1 2 1 2.
Jessica's Juice is on Power 101.7.
All right, Jess, what you got in juice?
All right, well, here we go. The headline says T.I. and Tiny will not be charged
Oh, yeah.
in L.A.
I haven't heard
for
about this in a while.
Alleged 2005 sexual assault.
Okay.
Here's the report. So they received a setback yesterday, but things are looking up for T.I. and Tiny Harris. We previously did report that Sabrina Peterson, the former friend of the couple who launched their current legal troubles, receiving a victory in court after stating that T.I. held a gun on her. Peterson later sued the couple along with their friend, Shekinah Joe. Now, Peterson alleged that her reputation was damaged due to the comments the trio were saying about her, so she sued them for defamation. T.I. and Tiny's legal team attempted to have the lawsuit tossed, but a judge recently did deny their request. But now, meanwhile, T.I. and Tiny received a little bit of good news when they reportedly learned that one of the cases against them would not be moving forward. TMZ reported that prosecutors opted, quote, not to charge the couple because the case falls outside of the statute of limitations, end quote. The outlet stated that the accuser came forward with their accusations earlier this year and alleged that she was sexually assaulted in 2005 after meeting a couple in the nightclub. This is the second case to fall outside of these limitations. The first was the one in Las Vegas when the accuser accused them both of drugging and sexually assaulting her in 2010.
Yeah, and like held against her will or something like that.
Do you remember when T.I. came out and released a few videos?
Yes, he
of him
did.
Walk in, and he was like by his house, and he was kind of like clearing the air.
Saying how ridiculous the accusations were.
Yes. And he put a whole bunch of hashtags on it. Not today, Satan. God is real. Hashtag he don't play about us. So that's your update. T.I. and Tiny, they will not be charged with the incident that happened in Las Vegas, and they will not be charged with this alleged incident that happened in L.A.
Okay.
All right. Also, Wendy Williams. We talked about her a little bit yesterday. Well, now Wendy Williams voluntarily did admit herself into the hospital for a psych evaluation. All right. The news comes on the heels of reports that she did test positive for COVID-19. Her snarky remarks have been absent from the television in recent days, and now there's more news coming out from her camp this week. Just yesterday, we reported that the talk show host was reportedly diagnosed with COVID-19. Previously, Wendy was giving social media updates about her life, her alleged romance with her new boyfriend. However, she seemingly backed away from the spotlight, and it was later revealed that her Wendy Williams show was going to come back on September 20th after she recovered. Well, now another update has come forward saying that that date has now been moved to October the 4th. TMZ reported that aside from her health issues related to the coronavirus, Wendy Williams has now, quote, voluntarily admitted herself to a New York City hospital for a psych evaluation, end quote. It is unclear why she decided to take that step, but the outlet claims that their source revealed that Wendy has been struggling with mental health issues for quite a while now.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
so
thoughts and prayers going out to Wendy Williams.
Absolutely. And rumor has it that Kanye West
Here we go.
cheated
Oh.
on Kim Kardashian
Oh, here we go. Now the
right.
truth comes out.
with
Somebody we know. Hold on.
A-list singer. That's all
An
I know.
A-list. That is
singer.
somebody we know
I
then.
know. So, I don't have a name, though, and apparently this all went down while she was pregnant with their second child. Okay?
Wow.
Now, according to the UK Sun, a source says that Kanye was reportedly cheating with a singer who is a household name in her own right and was mainly living in his bachelor pad in Hollywood because it was closer to his studio. And he says that he wasn't going to go home to Kim and a newborn baby on nights that he was partying late in the studio.
Wow.
The
All
source
right,
continued
so
to say that it was tough for Kim.
who has
because-
he been hanging out with? Who over the year?
God.
Have we like? Do we?
He's very low key.
Let's try to think back. Like who has he like been associated
He's
with or
very
been with?
low-key.
Yeah, he is. Okay, an
But-
A-lister.
Yeah. The source does say that it was really tough on Kim at that time because she had just given birth. She was struggling with that, and she thought that all this was happening because the way, she looked after having a baby and the pressure was on her. And she says that she was really sad at the time. She blamed herself, and she told him, and was vowing to him that she would bounce back hotter than ever. That's why she thought he was cheating. Kanye seems to reference the cheating on his song Hurricane. And we talked about this, where he raps, "Here I go acting too rich. Here I go with a new chick. And I know what the truth is, still playing after 2 kids. It's a lot to digest when your life is always moving."
Okay.
All right. So he says that he needed some home improvement, $6 million home, but I never went home to it. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Remember
I
all
do.
that? And now his song Hurricane is referencing to like everything that he went through.
I'm just trying to rack my brain to try to figure out who.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I know.
I mean, right away, like,
this is
you say A-lister,
when she had
artist.
their second baby. Yeah.
Who's on his album?
There's quite a few people.
But he probably would have knocked her off if he probably wouldn't have.
Oh, he no.
Jess.
What?
Not that kind.
Oh,
No, not that kind. No, I was gonna say he probably.
he did that all right.
No, I was gonna say he probably knocked her off the album after that. Like, he don't want her part of the album. Like, he wants to try to fix it, because aren't him and Kim talking again?
Well,
that's another rumor, right?
that is another rumor. But then it says that. Remember that one story we did where he like took Kim off of his Instagram, but then you went on the Instagram and she was still on there. So
Yeah.
that was something crazy going on with that whole situation too.
All right, hold on.
And then she showed up at the Met Gala, but she's completely dressed head to toe, all covered in black. And she went on Ellen and did an interview, and she was completely dressed in all black.
All right, let's see if I can come up
So
here.
I don't
with a
know
list.
if that like means anything, if that's like giving us hints for something.
All right, Jay-Z, Travis Scott, Lil Baby, Future, Young Thug, Rick Ross. Come on, what females are featured?
Then he was linked to a model at one point.
But this is an A-lister.
I know.
Well,
Apparently
we'll try
a
to figure
singer.
it out.
Apparently a singer, yeah. A-list singer. That's all I know.
I mean, like, right away, I think Rihanna.
Me too.
But I don't think it's Rihanna.
I don't either.
But right away, it like comes to
I
mind.
know. Because she's kind of like, she lays low.
Yeah.
She comes out, she does her thing, then lays low again. But now her and ASAP and all that, like...
How about Megan Thee Stallion? No?
I don't know. I don't think she fools with him like that.
I don't think Cardi would.
No,
cheat.
I
Cardi
don't think
ain't
her
cheating.
either. No.
And I don't think Beyonce,
No.
because right away you
No.
talk. Yeah, but it
I
comes.
know.
It,
I know
it like
comes to your mind.
it like
right
pops
away.
in
I
your
know,
head
I know,
because
I
you
know.
think like, all right, Kanye.
I know.
I don't know. I mean, maybe like Doja Cat.
Somebody like that, who's like fairly like kind of.
No, she's an A-lister.
Yeah, but I mean, not like a Beyonce. Like, we don't talk about Doja Cat like we do a Beyonce,
Okay. Doja Cat, maybe? I don't know. Interesting. Gonna be interesting to try to.
Kanye's different, and he looks for somebody who is like different like him. Someone who writes. Someone who is
Like Kim?
Yeah. Huh? Like who?
Kim Kardashian's different like him?
No.
Well, then.
No, they're opposite.
Well, then maybe
And
we ought to
sometimes
be
they say
thinking about somebody's opposite.
They say opposite attract because he's like an artist and he wants someone who's like helping him.
Okay.
When he's like going back and forth to Wisconsin, staying in this Hollywood studio.
Who did
It's somebody
Kanye
who he was like,
cheat on Kim with? And it's an A-list artist.
yeah, he wants somebody different like him, who's gonna write and come up with ideas for his new album because he has been working on that for a long time.
Wow. Okay. Well, this will definitely be interesting. We're going to have to try to figure it out. If you have any idea or any kind of suggestion,
Kanye was fooling with.
who was Kanye fooling with behind Kim's back? An A-lister. An A-lister. Yes, the rumors have been confirmed.
Kim felt like the pressure was on. She forgave him.
Yeah, because I thought they were working it out.
She forgave him. This was, when she had her second baby. They have 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. We will definitely be keeping our eyes all glued on this situation.
Yep.
It's a Bill and Jessica show. 8:58. Good morning.
Power 101.